Thanks everybody for jumping on for community update number 4. So we're sort of in the middle here between the start of migration and the actual launch of the upgrade to BlockBlend. We'll cover a couple things and nothing huge this week in terms of new stuff, but more of just a progress update, and then we'll answer questions if everybody has them. First of all, so nobody's waiting for it, we're not going to announce the exact launch date today, but we will next week. We're still on track for sort of middle of May. Right now, actually, just this morning, we're talking to the marketing team, who you may have seen in the chat. Wallet Guardian and Zance are working just on marketing for us. They've got a lot of contacts that they've lined up, and we're actually reviewing this morning with all of them secured already, and some that are coming up. Somebody's echoing. I'm just going to mute you if you're echoing. A lot of the marketing we are going to target not only at the launch and before launch, but we're working up a timeline so that the marketing stretches out afterwards too, right? Like you don't want 30 people calling you on launch and then nobody afterwards. But the most exciting thing, and the first thing in the Medium article, if you check that, I'm going to post it in the main channel too, so you can see the charts. I just pinned it in the main. So progress on migration. We currently have 80% of the BlockBlend supply migrated over, which is huge. That's a massive number. Even better than that, of that 80% that has migrated, 90% of that is committed to the 30-day staking. So we're really happy to see the confidence that everybody has in BlockBlend and the potential for that passive income. Getting into those pools early is going to get people the chance to start earning rewards right away. I mean, we've been around for more than a year, and a lot of our biggest holders have been with us for a lot of that time. So people have confidence that we're going to continue on in that vein, and the Ethereum launch is going to be big. It's going to bring a lot more volume to the project, exposure, more opportunities for white label projects to start up and contribute to the volume, contributing fees then back to our holders, which is fantastic. So definitely check out those charts. We'll update that one again next week too, and these numbers aren't going to get any smaller; it's going to get bigger. And these are nice numbers to see too for new buyers and people that were asking to review and call on launch, because they're going to see that we have that massive supply locked up. So it really is going to relieve any anxiety about the token dumping after we launch, because they'll know that the supply is committed and our holders are confident in BlockBlend. We've had some questions about the dilution. So we've addressed those on the Medium, but just to cover them too. So dilution is basically when people migrate over, and we talked about this in the first article, you're going to receive less tokens by number. So if you have 100 BlockBlend tokens, you will receive 70 BlockBlend tokens in the new contract. The dollar value will be the same, but it's something that a lot of people have asked questions about, and how is this good for the project, or why am I getting less? I mean, of course, psychologically, nobody likes to get less of anything, but there's many reasons why this is good for not only our holders, but the project as a whole. There's a nice list in the Medium, but one of the reasons that the dilution is happening is because we've set aside a large number of tokens for CEX listings, which of course, when that happens, is going to be a huge boost to the project. The seed funding that was done has brought in a lot of new investors who have great connections all around Ethereum and different blockchains. So we're really going to be leveraging those new investors to push not only the main project, but like I said, the BlockBlend partnership program, previously white label. And all of this, of course, is coming with all of the other upgrades to the contract, right? So the farming rewards in ETH is going to be huge, so that people can start earning rewards right away in a token that's not BlockBlend, so that to actually make profit from that staking, you're not having to sell BBL tokens and negatively impact the chart. And even with the dilution that we're going to have, I think we all have to keep in mind that with the automatic burning of supply on all of the cells, the BlockBlend token is deflationary, right? So as time goes on, the tokens that you have, the value will increase naturally through that method. I should say also, and it says in the medium, but the tokens that are set aside for CEX listings, whatever we use for the CEX, we will use, but anything that is not used after a 1 year lock period, we'll just burn it, which of course will instantly increase the value of everybody's holdings. So that's about all the new items that I have for this week. Like I said, we're working in the background on the marketing rollout and roadmap, as well as updating documentation for the upgraded DApp so that everything's very clear when we have all of these new users to onboard. So we'll be rolling that out just right with launch, basically, so that everything's going to have nicely documented articles on how the bridge actually functions and how to utilize it, but then also sort of quick tutorial videos. So if anybody's unsure, they can just watch a nice 30-second to 1 minute YouTube video on how to do it, which is great, not only for us, but also for all of our BlockBlend partner programs who have integrated the bridge into their project so that they are not having to create all of this documentation. So it really makes that adoption that much easier, and is hopefully going to result in more projects picking it up, because everybody's always looking for utility, and BlockBlend's the best way to get it. Again, next week we will have, it'll be the same time next week. We'll have the exact date for everybody on the launch of BlockBlend Evolved, but we're on track. Okay, that's my spiel. Who has questions? Here or in the chat. I think we got Roger and Crypto B and Cosmics around somewhere too.
Hey Larry, can you hear me?
Investos Little Floki Pepe.com is wondering, how are the BBL LP tokens going to be handled? And it changed from the original plan, but Cosmic said people would not like the impermanent loss. I'm going to let Cosmic or Roger answer in the chat because I don't know the answer. And if they don't answer right away, well, Cosmic is in there. So Cosmic says the BBL LP tokens, they'll be converted to BlockBlend tokens to avoid impermanent loss. The original plan was to migrate them directly, but we realized that we didn't want to expose everybody to the potential for the huge impermanent loss on launch. Adam Red Wolf is asking, do we have plans to add stables to the anonymous bridge? And yes, it's in the roadmap, actually. So we're pretty excited about the opportunities that will bring. It's a very good source of income for all of our stakers, the fees generated on that, and everybody is always needing to move stable coins around, right? Regardless of bull market, bear market. Whereas as things start to pick up here, bridges in general are going to see a massive increase in volume, and we're well positioned for that. Perot is asking, it's going to be one-to-one migration. So yes, it's a one-to-one migration on dollar value. So you will receive less tokens, but the dollar value on launch will be the same as it was on the original BlockBlend. Got some people typing in the chat. Feel free to speak up too if anybody has questions. Yes, Pro. So it's going. Yeah, if you haven't been around for a while, I would recommend checking out the Medium page. We've got there's 3 or 4 articles that basically outline all of the details. But if you want to save some reading, it's a completely new, upgraded contract on Ethereum with a brand new supply. So that the new supply is 1 million. No, 111,111,111.
Good evening, Larry.
Hey, who's that? I'm gonna turn you up.
No, it's Juice.
Hey, Juice. I'm just gonna crank your
Good,
volume a
bro.
bit. Okay, go ahead.
Yo, okay, I have a question. Are you guys planning on incorporating AI anytime soon with the project?
Incorporating AI? No, we are not.
Yeah. No, you're not.
No. I mean, AI, of course, is all the rage, but for our purposes, it doesn't integrate well with our.
Okay, okay, okay. What the fuck is this?
Ben Giver is asking, are we keeping the ability to mix BNB, or this upgrade on ETH means the mixer becomes ETH? So the token that the blockchain that the token is on is separate from the functionality of the bridge. We have always had the ability to blend BNB, Ethereum. We added Bitcoin. You can do AVAX. You can do a whole bunch of things, and we're going to be adding 3 new chains after the upgrade launch. So it's completely independent of that. Is the anonymous DEX fully launched? Not currently, but it will be with the upgrade release. Perot is asking, I assume that's a typo, and he's asking, will Aptos chain be added? So the 3 new chains that we will be adding after the launch of the upgrade will be determined by what is the beginning of our DAO system. So the Privacy Pass NFTs will all have a vote, and that will be the determining factor in what those new chains are. I mean, we're probably not going to have an unlimited amount to choose from, so that the vote makes a bit more sense, but the team will propose the top chains that we think are best integrated, and then the NFT holders will vote. Nono says we need Arbitrum. Wait for the vote. R is asking I think he's asking what is the anonymous Anon deck? It's the anonymous cross-chain deck. So it's been in beta testing for a while, basically allowing the trading of actual tokens using the same anonymous technology as the bridge backend, but allowing you to just trade, buy and sell tokens. So essentially like an anonymous version of Uniswap or PancakeSwap. All right, we'll wait another minute, see if anybody has any questions. I should also talk up again our Zeely competition. I got to get in there today. I'm the guy that reviews all of the submissions. If you've got any pending, then I'll be reviewing them today. That ends at the end of May, so a little bit under a month to go. And the top 10 people are going to share 1,000 USD. Of course, if you get in the top few spots, you get a larger portion of that too. So we've got some really good submissions and engagement from that, and we hope that it continues throughout the launch. We are also looking still for 1 or 2 people who might be interested to help us out with all of the documentation that we're doing up for the BlockBlend upgrade. So the version 2 of all of our documentation, basically. It's all going into Gitbook, and then, like I said, we've got YouTube videos coming. So we are doing it ourselves, but we're a small team. So if anybody's interested in helping with that load, we would be interested in hearing from you. It'll happen either way, but you might have a few less gray hairs at the end of it. No says, why is Cosmic so awesome? In all caps. I think that's just a fundamental law of the universe. Oh, he says it's because he sends nudes for money. All right. I'll cut that part out of the YouTube. Okay, we'll give it one more minute. I guess I also just want to mention too that we appreciate everybody's engagement during this whole process. It's been nice seeing the channel come to life and everybody have lots of questions and ideas and comments and engagement with us and helping out new people who are coming to the channel to see what the upgrade is all about. I mean, any project is only as good as its community. So we have a lot of respect for everybody who's made the effort to be involved, because of course it's easy to sit back, and that's fine if people want to do it, but we really appreciate people that step up and engage. Godfrey likes the new website. Yeah, Cosmic did a fantastic job. I've said it before, but the design of that is intentionally done to mirror the same sort of design ideas or design, I don't know what the word is, but as other very popular dApps, so 1-inch Uniswap. And that when the dApp goes live, you'll see that the look is very familiar. We want people coming to BlockBlend and using our services to be very comfortable using them. So that was a deliberate choice. Plus, the spaceman is super cool. Okay, if anybody has any questions, not about Cosmic's nudes, ask now, or we'll wrap this up. And if you got more questions, of course, we'll always chat. The next community update will be scheduled the same time next week, when we will have the launch date and some more updates on marketing and a couple more interesting things to talk about. If you're not already, get involved in the Zeely. Try to get your portion of that $1,000. And of course, check out our Twitter, like, subscribe to YouTube, all that good stuff. All of these VCs are posted in our Telegram and then on the YouTube as well. And if you didn't catch it, there's a Medium pinned in the main channel that covers all of the high-level points from this chat. Awesome. Everybody have a good week. We'll catch you in the chat, and we'll talk to you next week.